to Disney's Jungle Cruise, the adventure game, designed by Prospero Hall and published by Ravensburger. This game is based on the iconic Disney Parks attraction. It plays 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up in about 45 minutes to an hour, and it's going to be available on it is available on Amazon with a Disney Parks exclusive version sold at the parks when they open.
Welcome to the world-famous Jungle Cruise. You've been hired to transport a boatload of cargo and passengers down the river to Jungle Navigation Company headquarters. There, company president Alberta Falls will appoint one family of passengers as temporary caretakers and your new bosses, while she goes on a much-needed sabbatical. Find clues along the river to see which family Alberta has chosen. Be prepared to lose passengers and cargo to dangers hidden in the jungle. But don't worry, you'll find more along the way. Transport the most valuable boatload of cargo and passengers to headquarters to win.
There are 4 families in this game, vying for control to be the caretaker that Alberta chooses. Those families, if you look over to the top left of your screen over there, are the Lions family, the Cruz family, the Temple family, and the Nile family. Each of the starting 12 passengers on our boats belong to one or more of those families. For example, this guy down here on my boat is part of the Cruz family, indicated by the symbol in the top left. But this that I've put in the middle of my boat belongs to both the Lions and the Temple family. On the back of these passengers, it shows the name of my boat, the Sankuru Sadie, which will help you a little bit with sorting at the beginning and end of the game. But those 12 passengers all belong to one or more of those families. And at the beginning of each turn, you're always allowed to rearrange your boat in any way that you like. So as the game progresses and we go coasting down the river, we will be looking to find information about which family that Alberta has chosen. And they're going to be worth the most points at the end. The center of your ship is going to be generally the safest spot, so you want to try to relocate the family that you think is the chosen one into the center, and your passengers that belong to more than one family in the center is a good place to start. Now, the way that we figure out which family is chosen is I'm going to shuffle up these 4 clue tokens, and we're going to place them on the board. 3 of them are going to be placed on clue spaces, which I'll describe in just a little bit. And the last one is going to be placed down here at headquarters, and they are going to be the chosen family. Now, as we cruise down the river, we're going to keep an eye out for a couple different spaces. If you land on one of these normal spaces, which are the dots on the board, then you can take a lost and found token. Those are going to be either cargo or passengers, and we'll go over how those work in a little bit more detail. There are also outpost spaces, which are these 4 tent spaces. When you reach an outpost space, you have to stop moving, and then you take an outpost action, either taking a cargo of your choice from the 3 cargo that are at each space, or by taking a lost passenger. The cargo is going to be worth points at the end of the game based on having sets of all 3 cargo types. The lost passengers are going to be the people that we lose off of our boat, and we're going to line them up down here at the bottom of the board. Like I said a little bit earlier, there are also 3 clue spaces, which are these mailbox spaces. When you land on one of these spaces, you can pick up the clue there, look at it secretly, and then return it face down. And this is going to help you narrow down which family is needed at the end. Lastly, down here at the finish line, we have the headquarters. And this contains tips that are rewarded for speedy skippers. When you land here, you'll take the top token of the tip stack, which is worth 3 points. And each time that your turn comes around, you'll take the next tip. When the 5 tips that are here run out, it's game over. So I'm going to be playing as the yellow boat, the Sankuru Sadie today, and Melissa's playing as the blue boat,
Congo Queen.
the Congo Queen. And we've already set up our boats how we like them at the beginning of the game, so we don't really need to rearrange our passengers on our first turn. So the next thing that we're going to do is roll this speed die. This die is numbered 1 through 4, and it's going to determine how far we move along the river and how many navigation cards that we must resolve. So I'm going to go first. The person who goes first is the person who most recently told a joke, and I'm always joking around with puns, so this was right up my alley. So I'm going to go ahead and roll, and I move 2 spaces. Now, since I landed on a normal space, I could take a lost and found token at this point, but I haven't lost anything on my boat yet, so there's nowhere to place that token. So I'm going to skip that part of my step. And then I'm going to draw 4 navigation cards. Now, no matter how far you moved, you always draw 4 navigation cards. And then the number that you roll on the speed die is how many cards that you must encounter. So I've got 4 cards. I'm going to look at those, and I'm going to choose 2 to resolve. And then I'll discard the other 2. Now each card, if you'll look over at your inset on the top left, shows a danger rating, which determines how many of these peril dice that you have to roll to overcome that obstacle. And they also show a damage section, which is what part of your ship will take damage, and a notes section that has a joke. It's an important part of a skipper's job to keep your passengers entertained, so make sure and read these jokes out loud. So, for example, this card is the backside of water. It is a 1 danger, which means I will be rolling 1 peril die. Does damage to the port or left side of my boat. And the joke here is, and now the 8th wonder of the world, the magnificent, the amazing, the backside of water. So in my choice, in the order of my choice, I can resolve these encounters. So I'm going to choose to resolve this one first, and I'm going to roll 1 die because of the danger rating. So I rolled an exclamation point symbol. That means that you have taken damage, and you have to discard something from that section of the boat that was damaged. That's going to be the left side. So I'm going to choose to take this person, and I'll put her, she fell into the drink, and that's going to be down here on the lost passengers side. So each skipper also has a warning flare that they can use during an encounter. And after you roll, you can choose to use your warning flare to re-roll all the exclamation faces that you have. You just flip your warning flare over. You'll see it says reload at Outpost now. And then the next time you get to an Outpost space, you can reload your flare. Now, at the beginning of the game, we've each been randomly dealt these skipper specialty cards. They give us some special powers that only affect our boat, and Melissa has a power that allows her to mess with how her warning flare is used. So we'll go over that when she has to do that. So I'm going to lose that person off my boat, and then I'll resolve my second encounter. My second encounter is also a 1 danger. It is dense bamboo, does damage to the right or starboard side of my ship, and it says steel your nerves because up ahead is the scariest plant in the jungle. That's right, bamboo.
You actually got me that time.
So then I'll roll 1 die for the peril and hopefully get one of the blank sides. Hey, there we go.
Hey.
I need to say that every time. And so I'm not going to lose
Safe
anything
passage
off my right side of my ship. So then we discard that. Discard that encounter card, and then it's the next player's turn.
That would be me. Ooh, I'm Speedy Skipper.
Speedy Skipper.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Melissa will draw 4 encounter cards, but she has to resolve all 4 of them in the order of her choice.
If you go fast, you encounter more dangers. That makes sense.
Boat rocks.
Yeah.
If you go
Well,
too
I mean, I don't know
fast.
what I'm looking at them for. I guess I'm just choosing what order.
Yeah, what order you want
We'll
to do.
go
them in.
most danger to least danger.
Most dangerous first. Okay, the most dangerous is the bull elephants. As you can see, it has 3 X's, so that's 3 dice that need to be rolled for peril, and does damage to the port side of her ship. You want to read the joke?
Yeah. It's bull elephants. Do you know how you can tell these are African elephants?
How?
Because we're in Africa.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Come on, man. Oh, no!
Okay,
2.
so she rolled 2 peril faces on the die. So that means she would have to lose 2 things off the left of the ship.
I don't know. I guess I might as well. So,
Okay.
I'm going to use my warning flare.
Using your warning flare.
And when I use my warning flare, instead of re-rolling peril dice, ignore all peril and do not discard any passengers or cargo for that peril.
So she is the expedition skipper, which allows her to use that special power, which will basically allow her to kind of ignore what she rolled on that event and act like she rolled all blanks. So we're going to kind of skip that event due to the expedition specialty. Normally you would have to re-roll the peril, but she gets to skip it. So then we'll go to the next encounter. And the next one's a pretty bad one too. It's also a 3 danger. It's the Indo-Chinese tiger, and it does damage to the left side of the ship as well.
Indo-Chinese tiger. Tigers can leap 20 feet. Fortunately, we're only 10 feet away, so she should jump right over us. That's how that works, right?
So you roll 3.
Come on! I got 1.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
So 1 from the left side, right?
Left side.
All right. So I have no idea who. We haven't got any clues yet, so I'm just going to pick somebody at random.
Yep. And they'll join this lost passenger side down here as well. So if you recover a lost passenger, I could choose, if I knew some information about the family, to take the one that began on Melissa's boat. But we don't have any information, so we're just kind of deciding on a whim right now. So then we proceed to our 3rd encounter card.
Ooh.
It's the baboon family. Does damage to the bottom of your ship. And it says, let's move along. Monkey business can get hairy. And it is a 2 danger.
1 danger.
Losing 1 thing.
From
The bottom.
Ooh. So I'm not going to pick the one with 2 symbols. I'll pick one with 1 symbol.
So there are 4 passengers on your ship that start with 2 family symbols. So those are going to be the ones you want to try to protect the longest. So she's got one on the back bottom of her ship, and I've got one on the right side of my ship, because there are only 3 spaces for each in each section of the ship for passengers or cargo. So then we're going to resolve your last one, Speedy Skipper. This one's the crash landing, 1 danger. Also does damage to the bottom of your ship, but says, here's where I live when I stay in the jungle. My friends say I should decorate it because it's a little plane.
Because a plane
crash?
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. A little plane. Oh, I'm a very perilous skipper. So bottom of my boat, so that's the other one that only has 1 symbol. That's what I'm going to get rid of.
Yep.
Sorry, passengers. Just falling off the boat.
And so that's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning of my turn, I am going to do just a little bit of rearranging. I'm going to move this one up here.
And you can do that at the beginning of every turn.
Beginning of every turn, right. And you want to try to protect as much as you can. So then I will roll the speed die.
Ooh,
I
who's
rolled
speedy
a 4.
now?
So I'm catching up. So you always have to stop at an outpost space, and that one was 3 spaces away. So even though I rolled a 4, I'm only going to resolve 3 encounters.
Ooh, buddy.
So I draw 4 cards. Ooh, I got a special encounter.
We haven't told them about those yet.
Yep, I'm going to discard 1. So special encounters are horizontal cards in the deck, and those, I know it's a little bit harder to see there, but those are encounters that you have to resolve first.
Yep.
So this one is Carnivorous Vines, and it says lose 1 passenger or cargo from the center of your boat.
Oh, you thought the center was safe.
The center normally is safe, but these Carnivorous Vines got me. So last week, one of them reached into the boat and pulled a woman right out. It was awful. Just before she disappeared, she said she was feeling fine.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
So I'm going to put that one down here. And that is my one special encounter. Now I've got two regular encounters. I'm going to resolve crash landing first. So it has a 1 danger. It says this wreckage just goes to show you what the hardest part of landing a plane is. The ground. And I'm going to roll one
I guess that's true.
die.
Oops.
I rolled a blank, so I
Safe.
don't have to lose anything. And then I have the bathing pool encounter. It is a 2 danger encounter, also affects the bottom of my boat. This secluded elephant pool has never before been seen by civilized man, and looking at everyone on this boat, it still hasn't.
Rude.
I'm going to roll 2 dice.
1.
And I'll lose 1 off the bottom of my boat. And now, since I've reached an outpost, I can take an outpost action. My specialty is the ferry skipper. So I have a special. When stopping at an outpost, you can take a cargo and rescue a lost passenger. So remember, normally when you're out at an outpost, you have to choose one or the other. Take a cargo from there or a lost passenger, but I get to do both.
Nice.
So I'm going to take back my lost passenger with the 2 families that I had to get rid of for those vines, and I'll take a cargo. For me right now, I don't have any cargo, so the type doesn't really matter.
But you're allowed to look at all of them, though, right?
And so I took the one with the shovel and the digging equipment and some masks, antiquities. So if you get a set of all 3 of those on your boat at the end of the game, they're going to be worth more points. But for right now, I'll just choose to keep the 1.
All right.
And now it is your turn.
All right, let's see. 2. Oh, doesn't matter. Just got to move 1.
Yep.
Stop at the outpost.
So we'll
Now-
give you your 4.
When does the... Oh, it's an outpost. Never mind.
Yep.
Just kidding. And I only have to resolve one of these. I have to pick one of them.
Right. Unless you have a special event.
Right,
then
which
you
I have to do.
resolve.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I'm going to pick this one and discard the rest.
Okay. We got King Cobras.
When does this reload? When,
two
as soon as
danger.
we reach?
When you reach there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might need that.
So King Cobras are a 2 danger. Does damage to the left side of your ship. And it says, I have a headache. Does anyone have any aspirin?
He's a snake.
Yeah.
An aspirin.
So 2 dice, 2 danger.
Come on, safe passage. 1 from the left side, right?
Left side.
Okay. Still have no clues, so I'm just throwing passengers off willy-nilly.
Yep.
Okay. And then I can take either an outpost.
A cargo
or
a lost
an-
passenger, right.
Okay.
And some of the lost and found tokens will also be cargo or passengers. So
I'll take one of these.
No, you can't take
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Sorry, I was just explaining
Oh,
that for
sorry.
later.
I'll take... Well, I can choose, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because I don't have any. Okay, and I'll put it on this side. Okay.
So when you reach on a normal space, that's when you can take a lost found
Right,
token.
right. I remember. And then some of them say
Say that you
passengers
found a passenger.
or a
yeah.
cargo. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay, so back to me. I'm not going to rearrange my boat. I think my boat's a little okay right now. So then I'll roll the speed die.
It's a fine-looking boat.
And I go 2 spaces. So now I've reached a normal space. I can choose a lost and found token, so I will do that.
All right.
And I've found a passenger.
Woohoo!
So I'm going to choose, I still don't have any information. I'll put that over there to get it just a little bit out of the way. And then, so I'll just take this denial family member and put her back on my ship. And then I'll draw my 4 encounter cards, and I have to resolve 2 of them. And I'll choose these two. I found a Calm River card. So some of the Calm River cards, they don't have a danger. They don't do damage. This says
it's calm.
If you need to exchange foreign currency during your travels, don't worry. There are banks along the river.
Riverbanks. Nice.
Yep. So I get the kind of a freebie there and don't have to roll. My second one is Loading Dock. It does damage to the back of my ship. If you exit the boat and feel your shoes rapidly filling with water, that means you got out on the wrong side. So I have to roll.
Solid advice.
Yep, solid advice. And I got a good roll there too.
Well done. You're a safe skipper.
I'm safe.
Can't say so much for the Congo Queen. Can't say as much for us. We like being speedy. I'm just hitting all the dangers.
So
Can I be on the same spot? All right.
And then we'll draw 4.
And do 2.
And remember that you can rearrange your boat before you roll if you want to do that.
Oh, well, it's too late. And when do I do the lost and found? Before I do this, or?
Yep.
Okay. So I might as well take one because I got space. And I also found a passenger.
So we got a second found passenger.
And I still don't know anything about anything, so I'll just take this guy. Okay. And I got 2 movements, so I'll pick these 2.
Okay. We also got the Loading Dock. It does damage to the bottom of the ship. It says you've been an outstanding group, and now you should be outstanding on that dock.
Rude.
1 die.
Okay.
There you go. And then the second one is Crash Landing. 1 danger. Do you want to know how I became a Jungle Cruise skipper?
How?
Crash course.
I should have realized that was coming. Safe. Ha ha! They call me Safety Sammy. Alliteration. And that was it, right?
You could be Safety Sammy on the Sankuru Sadie.
But you're the Sankuru Sadie.
So now it's my turn. I'm not going to rearrange. I think I like how my ship is laid out currently, and I'm all full. So I'm going to roll a 2. So I am kind of at a crossroads. I can choose to go towards this clue, but it will kind of slow me down a little bit. It'll take me a couple turns to get there. I'm going to choose to power ahead and forego this clue and go to this one. I'm not going to take a lost and found token because I don't need one. And then I'll draw 4 encounters and I'll resolve 2.
Oh boy.
And I got 2 special events, so I have to resolve those.
You really had a lot of choices there.
Gentle Stream.
Oh, that sounds good.
I get to pick up an extra lost and found token.
But you have no space. Ha ha.
Doesn't help me there. It says, we've turned onto the Nile, the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles and Niles. And if you don't believe me, you're in denial.
I was waiting for the denial one to come up. That was just waiting to happen.
And the second one is some ducks. The ducks allows me to rescue a lost passenger.
Well, these would have been useful if you had any space on your boat.
Yep.
I could have used some of those.
You see a duck on the right and a duck on the left. That's a pair of ducks.
Yep, it sure is a paradox. That's pretty good, actually.
That was my encounter.
I'm going to use that one. That's pretty good.
And so that's the end of my turn, and then we can go past to you. Remember, you can change those around if you want to.
Oh, I see. I could. It's probably kind of risky. Put one guy over here.
So if you guys have any questions, make sure and throw those down in the chat, and we can answer those at the end when we are through showing you.
2. 1, 2.
So she's going to go towards that clue, which is going to give me a little more chance to get down here and get some tips for being speedy. But she's going to have more information when she gets that clue.
Knowledge.
So we will give you 4.
Can I do...
The lost and found, yep.
Oh, I got more masks.
So it's the same type that you have. So it's not going to go towards that set, but
somehow I suspect it might fall off.
It might fall off. Yeah, we still got a lot of game to play.
I'm going to pick these 2 because they're the lowest.
So the first one is toucans. Does 1 danger rating to the right side, starboard side. 1 bird can't make you happy, but 2 can.
Yep. Ooh. So, one of these guys. And
then we've got the Schweitzer Falls. Also 1 damage, this time to the left side. Here's the famous Schweitzer Falls, named for the famous explorer, Alberta Falls.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because you think his name was Schweitzer.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
But his name's Falls.
Where'd the Schweitzer come from then?
That's a good question.
Left side, right?
Left side.
Well, I'm going to throw away this because I got 2 of those.
2 of them, yeah. That's a good... So some cargo fell off the ship.
And then that's me.
That's you. I'm good to rearrange again, so I'm going to keep on going full steam ahead. I want to try and roll a 3 here, I think. 4 will work.
Speedy.
1, 2, 3. We'll stop at an outpost. And then we'll draw our encounter cards. And then I would get to take an outpost action, but my ship is full.
Full up. Problems.
And I'm going to discard the hardest one. And I also got a Schweitzer Falls.
Named after Falls.
Dr. Albert Falls.
Oh, Albert Falls. Not even Albert Falls. It's just Schweitzer Falls.
And then this one does damage to the left of my ship. And it says, I've been told as much water comes over the falls in 1 minute as a person drinks in their whole life. I find that hard to swallow. We'll roll 1 die.
Boom.
Perilous.
Danger.
I'll lose this one here. We got our second event. Is another Schweitzer Falls.
Some famous falls.
Some have nicknamed this Inspiration Falls. Stare at that rushing water long enough, it'll inspire you to go further into the jungle. Because that's our only choice.
Oh, well, okay.
I got 1 die. So we'll roll. I'll do damage to the left side if I need to. Nope, I got that one.
Nice.
And then my last event is butterflies.
Oh, that's nice.
This one does damage to the right side of my boat. These insects have a wingspan ranging from 12 inches to a whopping 1 foot. Some call them the rulers of the jungle.
1 foot. Yeah. Those are huge.
And then that's a big butterfly.
Yeah, that's what I was like, how is it going to cause damage? Oh, safe. Good job.
And so then I can take my outpost action, and I will choose... I'm going to choose to take a cargo. I could choose to take both because of my special power, but...
I only have space for 1.
I only have space for 1.
All right. So now I rolled 3. Can I stop there?
You have to stop.
Oh, I have to stop there. Okay, good. So 1.
So we'll draw 4 encounter cards. You only have to choose 1.
Okay.
And remember, if you have a special event, that we have to do that one.
Nope.
These are some rough ones.
Yeah, I got all 3s except for that one.
So the safari camp, it's a 2 danger. I'm told that these gorillas are great apes. I've met them. They're just okay.
Just okay apes doesn't have the same ring to it. Yeah. 2.
2, and it will do damage to the right side. You could use your warning flare, but you can do that after you roll, so you might be able to roll.
Ooh, I'll take it. I'll just take the 1 damage.
Okay.
Okay. To the right side.
Yep, right side.
This guy.
And then you can look at that clue. So now that she has some information that I don't have, I'm going to want to pay attention to what she's trying to keep safe and what she's getting rid of, because she knows that the family that she just looked at is not the caretakers. So she'll know to get rid of certain people when they fall off her ship. This one down here is the correct family, so we won't get to look at that until the end. But so then, oh, I can close my eyes. You can show them if you want.
Okay. Okay.
Open my eyes?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm not going to get to look at that clue at all because I've already passed it. So. And then it's my turn?
Yep.
Alright, we'll roll. I don't need to rearrange. My boat's all full. Actually, I'm going to rearrange just a little bit. I'm going to stack my cargoes over here on the same side. And then I'll roll. 3.
Wow,
1, 2,
you're so
3.
fast.
And then I draw 4 cards, and I have to resolve 3. And I could take a lost and found token, but my boat's still full.
Can't find if you didn't lose.
I got 1, 2, 3. Discard that 3 danger. Have to do this one first because it is a special jungle mist.
That could be hazardous.
Lose 1 passenger or cargo from the center of your boat. So that one keeps getting me at the worst times. And it says, feel that mist on your face? Don't worry, it's only poisonous bacteria that's going to eat you alive.
What you worried about? There's nothing to worry about. Or you were trying to come out of this alive.
I would jump off the ship too if there were poisonous bacteria coming my way. And then the backside of water, it is a 1 danger, does damage to the left side. Coming from this side, we skippers call it O2H. But that's a chemical joke. It doesn't always get a reaction. Miss Scientist, did you like that one?
Yeah, that was good. It was good. It was definitely nerdy.
And that is 1 die. Safe there.
Nice.
Loading dock is my last one. It is also a 1 danger rating. Does damage to the backside of my ship. Notice that there are 2 separate docks at this outpost. Don't let it confuse you. It's a paradox. That's 2 paradox jokes.
Pair of ducks and now pair of docks.
And
Nice.
I roll 1 die.
Boom.
And that one will lose.
Back of the boat, right?
Yep, this one. And then
Alright.
it is your turn.
Okay. Well. 2. I can take a lost and found.
Yep, lost and found token.
Found a passenger.
You found another passenger.
And gonna take this guy.
Okay. That kid tells me something.
A thing.
Looking for the temple.
You know a guy.
And then we give you 4 cards. And you have to resolve 2 of them.
Oop, I got a horizontal one.
So we'll put these 2 back. You got the gentle stream. Pick up an extra lost and found token. And that says, if you need to exchange foreign currency during your travels, don't worry, there are banks on the rivers.
Yeah. Found a passenger.
Another passenger.
Give me no more information. Oh, here's a 2.
So my double family that I lost from the center of my boat, she's now taken. And then we have your next one is the loading dock. It is a 1 danger. If you're visiting the outpost, please watch your step, but don't step on your watch. That's a waste of time. So
That's
1
cool.
die on the back side of the ship. And you're good. Okay. So back to my turn. I am going to rearrange just a little. And then I'll roll. I'm feeling a little good with my lead right now, so I'm going to take this clue.
Ooh, I gotta pay attention to what you do now.
Okay.
You gonna show them?
Yeah, I can show them. You close your eyes.
Eyes are closed.
So the audience will have more information than either of us. And then I'll draw my 4 cards. And I have to resolve 2 of them.
I also have to pay attention to what he tosses off his boat too. Like when he's doing these.
These 2. So this is a little bit of strategy here, and I'll show you in just a second. So Schweitzer Falls is my first one. It's a 1 danger. I'm not going to say much about this waterfall now. Don't worry, we'll go over it later. And it's 1 die to the left side of my ship. So I'm going to discard this guy because I've already got 2 of the 3 cargoes I need. I think I'm...
Or is it because you saw the lion?
You don't know. And then my second one is a 3 danger, which was actually worse than some of the other ones, but it does damage to the stern of my ship. And I only have 1 person there. So,
who also is a lion.
So I could have chosen my other one, which was the right side of my ship. But if I rolled 2 exclamation points, I would have lost 2 things. Here I'm only going to lose 1.
Right.
So,
right.
Aw,
Sure.
The water buffalo's leaving. Bye, son. So I roll all 3 peril dice.
So silly.
And pretty guaranteed to lose this lion.
But instead of losing 2, you just lose 1 because
Yeah.
you only got 1 there.
And then we'll discard that and back to your turn. And you can rearrange if you want to.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, we'll roll the speed die. So I know it's kind of hard to see the detail on the board from the way we have this camera set up. But the detail on the board is very nice. It shows all the encounters that you run into, and if you've ever ridden the ride at the Disney parks, it also shows you little Easter eggs on where you can see certain things. And so you rolled a 2.
I get to pick one of these, right?
Yep.
Found a passenger!
Found another passenger.
I suspect that the lions are not down there. Are not the chosen family because you keep throwing away lions.
I didn't really have a choice.
Yeah. And that's what you say. And I know my information. So that means keep this guy.
Okay.
Gal. Okay. And now 2. Oh, I got a horizontal one. I got a special one. And this one. Whoop, hold on. Yeah, that's fine.
You're trying to decide which one's safer.
Yeah.
So we got another ducks. Did you see all the ducks? We wind them up every morning. Rescue a lost passenger. So you get to put another lost passenger. And now you're going to have a full boat. And I'm a little in rougher waters here. And I'm going to read the second one while she's choosing her lost passenger. Safari camp, 2 danger, does damage to the starboard side. The gorillas have gone bananas. We better split, but keep your eyes peeled for more monkey business.
Good banana jokes there. Warning flare!
Warning, warning.
When I use my warning flare, instead of re-rolling peril dice, I ignore
Excuse me.
exclamation points. And I don't discard any passengers
Okay, so we ignore that
or
one.
cargo.
And
Yep.
then it's back to me.
Yep.
I'm not going to rearrange for now. Might have to do that later. So we'll roll a 3 and take a lost and found token. I found some cargo.
Oh,
And it happened
that's
to be
the one you
one
needed.
that I needed.
Nice.
So that's a complete set for now. And then I take 4 cards and I have to resolve 3. So I'm going to resolve these 3 and ditch this one. I've got a hippopod, 3 danger, to the stern of my ship where I don't have anybody.
Yeah.
If a hippo tries to bite you, just stick out your left hand. You'll be all right.
That's good.
So don't lose anybody. I would have lost one person because I don't have anybody there. Then we're going to do this one. The African veldt is home to many animals like giraffe, gazelle, lion, vultures.
Vultures.
And then that's going to be 2 dice, but it doesn't matter what I roll because I don't have anything to lose on the back of my ship.
And you rolled really well.
And then here's the one that's going to hurt. Man-eating piranhas,
Oh,
2
that sounds
danger.
dangerous.
Gentlemen, be careful. We're passing over the man-eating piranhas. Apparently, they don't like the taste of women or children. I gotta roll 2 dice.
Pretty sure that's not what that means.
And I
One.
only lose 1. That's
Not-
okay.
Not so bad.
So I'll lose this one. And then we'll place that down here. And we'll pass back to you.
All
No
right.
need to rearrange your ship this time.
No.
And you just go straight to the outpost.
Okay.
So we
Do I take?
go...
No, I don't because I'm full.
Yep.
Okay, so I
And
just do
then
one thing.
You do 1 card.
No horizontal cards. And
And remember to reload your warning flare as well.
oh yes, I like that.
The bathing elephant. You may think that's water coming out of her trunk, but it's not.
Ew.
1 die to the right side. And that was a blank. So safe you are. Alrighty, back to my turn. We only got a couple minutes left, and then we'll have to kind of fast forward the game and show you the end and how to score. But we're going to try to get as far as we can before then. So I'm going to roll, hopefully not a 1.
2.
I'll go to the outpost. So because I'm at an outpost, I get to take both actions. So I'm going to rescue a passenger and take a cargo.
Doesn't matter because you already have a set.
Right. Just gives me a little bit of safety to know which one to get rid of. And then I have to resolve 2 cards. And I'm going to choose these 2 cards. First one is a crash landing. 1 danger. A plane crash can only mean one thing, hippos. And if the hippos can bring down a plane, imagine what they can do to a boat.
Yeah.
1 die on the rear of my ship. I'm good. And then the hippopod, which makes sense with that joke there. 3 danger, also to the back of my ship. Careful not to look directly in their eyes. They might hypnotize you. That was actually tough to say. Hypnotize.
Hypnotize. Are you hypnotized?
I am hypnotized.
2.
And I'm going to lose that cargo. I'll just throw it over here for now.
Okay. Me. 2.
Also a 2.
Can't
Take any lost and found. So 4 cards. 4.
Okay. And I'm taking 2.
2 cards.
Okay.
So if you see at this junction in the river, I could have gone to take this third clue, and I would have known a little bit more about what families. But if you do that, you bypass this outpost, and since my special is about an outpost, I wanted to use that instead of getting that information. You want the worst one first or the easiest?
The worst one first.
Worst one first. The water buffalo, 3 danger, to the right side. We called these bison before they started working out, but now they're buffalo.
Nice.
3 dice. And that's a 2.
Yeah.
Use
Warning
your
flare. I don't have to discard any passengers or cargo.
Backside of waters, the second one. The spray off a waterfall can contain millions of tropical bacteria, and if that doesn't worry you now, just wait 48 hours.
1.
1 die on the left side. You're all set.
Okay.
So we'll probably only get 1 or 2 more turns for both of us.
Yep.
But we might be able to get far depending on how far we roll. Not that. But that means I only have to resolve 1 card, so should have a fairly easy going.
If you sail slowly, you'll encounter less danger.
And I'm going to resolve the one on the back side of my ship because I don't have anything there. 2 danger, bathing pool. Feel free to take the elephant's picture. They've got their trunks on.
That's
and
cute.
We'll roll 2 and not lose anything.
From your empty
I went super
stern.
slow.
Yep. Okay, my turn. 4.
Super fast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, playing catch up. And you got to do all 4. And that's the last 4 we got, and then we'll have to shuffle the deck.
I don't know why I'm looking at them. Okay, because they do them in order.
Yep.
They're all on the right side of the boat, so it doesn't matter.
Uh-oh. Well, at least we start off with a calm river. Take no damage. And now we're on the Congo River, so let's see how far we can go. Butterflies is a 1 damage on the right side. Butterflies just aren't what they used to be. Caterpillars.
I was like, how are they not what they used to be? Safe.
The rapids of Kilimanjaro. Don't worry if you can't swim. If we capsize, I'll throw you a bar of soap and you can wash ashore.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't know where they were going with that one. And then it got me.
Safe.
1 more, the Pride of Lions. Now for the main event.
Like Maine. Ooh.
Yeah.
And I have no warning flare. So, 2 from the right side, right?
2 on the right side. And then I'm going to shuffle this deck and get us to go again.
1.
Ooh.
Two.
Which 2 did you get rid of?
The water one, and then this one with 2 symbols on it.
Oh. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay.
Or I could be trying to throw you off.
I think we can get 1 more turn in.
All
so
right.
let's do that. I'm going to need a 3. Ah! 1, 2, 3. Outpost. So I get to take a lost passenger and... Oh, you faked me out with this one.
Yep. I don't know, but I only have 1 piece of information. So there's no way I can know that.
I'm going to take this one. And also take some bananas. And then I have to resolve 3 cards,
3.
but choosing 4. I got a sideways. Ooh, these are rough. My sideways is ducks. Rescue a lost passenger.
Oh, nice. You have space for it this time.
Yep, and I'll take this one. And then I've got king cobras and the pride of lions. I don't think we've read this one yet. King cobras is a 2 danger to the left side, so I'm going to lose some cargo probably. The jungle can be a vicious place. Look at those snakes sticking their tongues out with no regard for our feelings. I'm going to warning flare that and try to get a better roll here.
That's a better roll.
That is a better roll. We'll lose our bananas.
Yeah, that would have been bad to lose 2 of your cargo.
And then the pride of lions on the right side. Shh, don't disturb them. They could start an uproar. Sorry, that shush was probably bad for the audio there. But one thing. So I got 2 temples. We'll lose a temple.
Okay.
And then we'll go for your last turn.
All right. 3.
And you got us. Ooh, taking the info.
Yep.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then you draw. You only have to do 1 card, right?
Right, because I rolled a 3, but I only moved 1.
There's your 4.
I have one of these.
Gentle stream. You get an extra lost and found token.
Lost and found token?
Yep.
What do you mean by extra?
Because you would normally draw 1 if you were on a normal space.
Oh, I see. Bananas!
And then we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the end. So we're going to both come down here to the finish line. And then because I was in front, I'm going to take the first tip, which is 3 points. And you'll take the second one, which is 2 points. And then the last 3 are 1 points. And we will alternate those.
But if you were there by yourself and I was still winding down, you would get it every time, right?
Right. Every time it comes around to my turn, I would get to take the top one.
Right. Because you'd just be in that spot.
And
whereas
they're all
I'd be
gone, it's over.
So that means you also wouldn't draw cards.
Right.
Right.
So that is the headquarters the navigation company uses. Alberta Falls will now tell us who is the caretakers, and then we'll score.
I know who it is, I guess. I think it's the this feed.
Cruise family?
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and flip this, and we'll see which family is the caretakers.
Ha-ha!
You were right.
I knew you were discarding lions.
So now we count up on our boat the number of passengers with that symbol. They're each worth 5 points. Each other passenger is worth 3 points. Each set of non-matching cargo, so if you have all 3 of them, is worth 10 points.
Okay.
A set of 2 cargo is worth 4 points. And each cargo that's not part of a set by itself is only worth 1 point. So then we add our tip tokens to that, and once we have a total score, we'll see who won.
Okay.
So bear with us while we total this up real quick. How'd you do?
42.
I have 44.
Ooh.
I just barely beat you.
Ooh. Good job.
Yeah, thank
Well
you.
done.
Nice playing with you.
Yeah. You want to show them the boats and stuff?
Yeah, so there are 2 more players in the game. Like I said, there's a green boat and a red boat as well. And each of the boat movers have some nice detail on them. So you can see as they go down the river. And there's the green. That one's my favorite color. And the red one's the last one.
I like the Outpost.
You know, the Outpost crates that are sitting at the Outpost, they say this side up. If you turn them, they say, or was it this side? I hope nothing's fragile there.
And you have other special abilities that you could have.
Yep, there are 4 other special abilities in the game that are, like I said, are dealt randomly at the beginning. So you could have a different game every time you play. This one is whenever you would draw a lost and found token, you can rescue a lost passenger instead. That one's pretty good. Rescue skipper. The trader skipper, each cargo is worth an additional victory point.
Ooh.
So if you had had that one, you would have tied me.
Nice.
Navigator skipper. On every turn, you draw 5 navigation cards. So you choose
more
from
choice.
there.
Yeah.
So that's really good, especially if you roll a 4.
Right.
You get to put back the worst one. And the fishing skipper. When you land on a space that's not an outpost or a clue space, you get to draw an extra lost and found token. Choose which one to keep and put the other one face down in the pile.
Whoa. That one's cool.
Yeah. And so I think that's about it for our time. So thank you all for joining us at PAX Online. Enjoy the rest of your con and stay safe.
Bye.
Goodbye.